Christmas. The tree's up. I'm pretty excited.
Tree's up.
It's official.
Yep.
Decorated. And we are celebrating the 12 days of Christmas with our favorite things. 12 of our favorite things.
We are.
Kind of fun.
It was fun, but it's been a little difficult coming up with a full 12 things that are not food related, right?
Oh, right, because that's where our mind goes.
Right.
All food related. But we started thinking about the things that we love to do and the things that we have in common, and travel is literally at the top of our list. Like, probably that's one of the most important things to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the freedom to travel, first of all.
The freedom to travel.
And the means to travel.
Yeah.
And I love traveling with my friends, my family.
Yeah. And I feel very fortunate that, you know, our Juice Plus business has allowed us to travel so much. You know, we have Juice Plus Live twice a year, so we've, you know, gone to Phoenix and Tampa and Indianapolis. We're going to Sacramento in April. We're going to Austin in October.
We go to Branson.
Go to Branson twice a year, and then there's things in Chicago, Kansas City we got to go to with our husbands. That was really fun.
That was fun.
And so we're working and we're expensing our trips, and we're learning, but we're having a great time, and we're getting to experience, you know, flavors of the area. We love to try new restaurants, fun drinks.
So I think the first thing that I do as soon as I get a trip planned is I get on my computer and I start mapping out restaurants that we're going to try. Restaurants, little shops that we're going to stop by. And so it's very interesting when we travel together, because we both usually have a decent list, and then we have to figure out how we're going to fit it all in a weekend sometimes.
Yeah, and we travel well together.
We do.
We were roommates in Tampa, and that was awesome. And you know, I think you can't travel well with everyone. That's for sure. I definitely have my certain systems, and so I think we travel really well together, which was super fun.
So when we're thinking about traveling, like, you know, what can we talk about? So I thought maybe we can just talk about some of the things that we travel with, some items that
Kind of tips,
items that I always travel with, things that you always travel with. What's the one thing that you make sure that you always bring with you?
my sound machine.
I have traveled with a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of coworkers, and I've never had anybody say, "Hey, do you mind if I turn my sound machine on?"
Because it's kind of a deal breaker. I mean, if I have to pay for my own room, then I have to pay for my own room, because I have to have my sound machine. Because here's my thing. It's how I sleep good. And if I'm traveling, I want to have fun. So if I don't have enough sleep, I'm not going to have fun. So
I didn't mind it. I have an app on my phone that I use, but she literally has a machine that she brings.
I did downgrade or upgrade to a smaller machine. I used to carry this like huge wonkin' old Homedics brand thing, but anyway, you know, it's served me well over the years. So let's just say you have a happier friend with you with that sound machine.
I think it's great.
So I think when you travel, at least when I travel, and I think for most people, you are out of your normal routine. You're not doing what you normally do. You're not eating what you eat. You're not drinking what you drink. You're not exercising or sleeping like you normally do. And so you tend to not feel as good, not have the same energy level. You tend to come back and feel more sluggish. And I hate that, because personally, I plan to travel more. So I like to have a system so that I can still feel pretty good when I'm traveling. And so let's share some of the things that we both like to bring when we travel, so that we make sure that we still have a great time, but we still feel good.
Right. And so I think the number one thing is I always bring my water.
Yep.
Cup. Always.
And as soon as I get through security, I go fill it up at one of those, either a water fountain or one of those water jug filling stations. And that way when I get on the plane, I mean, they'll give you a water that big, but that way I've got something to sustain me during the flight.
Yeah, because you need to make sure you stay hydrated.
Yep.
Because flying, it dehydrates you. I don't know, it makes you puffy.
Yeah.
It makes me puffy.
Absolutely.
So another thing that I always travel, I love Ziploc bags, first of all. I have all sizes. So I always have this in my carry-on or my purse, whatever I bring on the plane with me. And it usually contains, not usually, this is
your bag.
This is packed. I bring my gummies. There's something sweet.
Something to snack on. And
Yeah.
I actually always take extra Juice Plus before I travel.
Oh.
They always say it's a good idea because you're with so many people on the planes and the germs and all that.
Absolutely. And then I always bring some sort of nuts, cashews, almonds, peanuts, something. And then I always usually have some kind of crunchy, because let's be honest, when you travel, you have a tendency to kind of, oh, I'll just get that bag of chips because it's vacation, I'm going to travel. So if I have something crunchy already with me, then I'm not going to grab anything that I shouldn't be
I bring
grabbing.
these. I love these gluten-free nut thins, and I always bring a bag of those.
And then I always bring my Juice Plus complete bars. And I brought these in Tampa. I don't know if anybody else, I think I handed a couple out. But in the morning, when you don't have time to make a shake, which I bring my shakes too, or if we're in meetings all day or at the conference, I have this as a snack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I usually bring 3 to 4. So there's 2
I
in here
keep the
today.
bars and the nuts and the pretzels usually in my conference bag. That way, you know, if it's right lunchtime and they haven't ended yet and I just feel like having a little something. Kleenex?
Tissue, always.
Tissue.
Some
Dark
sort
chocolate?
of chocolate. And then mints, because you want fresh breath. Right.
Yes.
I think we're both kind of a...
Yes,
yeah.
we want. I agree.
And then we've got these single serve of the Juice Plus Complete Powder. And I can tell you, I bring these, and no line, I bring these every time I travel. I made shakes for everybody
did.
when we were in Tampa.
We had an Airbnb and she whipped up shakes for all of us before we headed out that morning. And it's just like a great way to start the day. At least you have had one healthy meal, no matter else what you're going to eat that day. You start off with a, you know, complete meal. It's delicious. It's on the go. And you start off feeling good.
Yeah. So what I normally do, if it's just my husband and I, we always stop and get the little things of almond milk. And we travel a lot, so I'll grab the little containers of almond milk. I'll put them in a container with some ice, almond milk, and a packet, and then I just shake it really hard. So it's more liquidy. It's not like a smoothie. But I like to make sure I get my shakes in because one, they keep me regular.
Yep.
And I know when you travel,
Oh my gosh, yes.
everybody's system kind of gets off whack. So this keeps me in check.
So if you get one of those a day and one of these a day, I find I can kind of stay on my
Yes.
regularity.
Stay on your A game.
Stay on your A game.
But something that I just recently was introduced to was Instacart. And I don't know if you know what Instacart is, but it's an app. And I use it here when I'm home to get stuff from Costco or Schnucks. What's the other one? Fresh Time. Anyway, so you can just literally grocery shop and they deliver it to you. But when you're out of town, what's great is we've been staying in the
Airbnb
or VRBO, whatever, you know. So it's a house, so it has a full kitchen. So this time when we went to Tampa, when we got off the plane, I loaded up the cart and I had it delivered to the house.
Yep.
Townhouse. It was awesome. So
It was, and we were all texting her our wish list, and she had it all there right when we got there. It was amazing. We had our almond milk, we had our veggies. She got stuff to make veggie egg burritos in the morning. It was perfect. It really was, and
Yeah.
it was super easy. And we just all split the bill, and it's pretty cool.
So that's a fun little tip.
And they'll deliver to hotels too. So I mean,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that's an option
Then
too.
deliver to the parking lot if that's
Yeah.
what you ask them to do.
Yeah.
A couple other things that I make sure that I travel with always. So I always have this bag packed. And it's just honestly shampoo. I always have conditioner and shampoo and all my little travel size of
It's just ready
gel,
to roll.
you know. So I always keep this packed and ready. That way,
You can be ready on a moment's notice.
just in case Heather calls and says, "Hey, you want to go out of town this weekend?" I'm like, "I'm ready. I
Go.
got it.
I got it. Don't even pack.
I always keep this packed too.
What's
so
that?
This is my little first aid kit.
Oh yeah. That's
so
good.
Band-Aids, cough drops, thermometer, Neosporin, medical tape, Benadryl. I think this is.
And you
her
all
brand.
can see why I travel with her, because we
So
are.
I usually have everything.
I don't have a medical kit, and I don't have one of these, but I aspire to do
Did
that.
you? Someone needed a Band-Aid though in Tampa, and I think I was.
Yes,
I was
you
right
were on
there.
it.
It's right there. With the
You were
Band-Aid.
on it. I'm impressed.
And then I always make sure I bring my Juice Plus.
Get your
And
Juice
so
Plus.
I right here.
I
There
put
you go.
mine in a little container too for when I'm gone, but yeah.
And then my good friend here, bought me, and I don't even think you knew how I'm a freak about travel stuff. Like
I didn't.
I
didn't.
She bought me these for my birthday,
Yeah.
and it just keeps all your cords nice and neat. I used to use a rubber band, and now I can use these.
That would be a great Secret Santa gift.
It would be
Yeah,
a
like
great
if you're needing just like a little
Secret
stocking
Santa.
stuffer or a Secret Santa gift.
Secret Santa. Yeah. So
Those
these
are
are
fun.
awesome. And
Now,
then
we probably should say where I got those, and I'm actually drawing a blank right now. I think I got them at a TJ Maxx or Home Goods.
really,
I think. I'm pretty sure it was TJ Maxx. Either that or Marshall. Someplace like that. I saw them, I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so cool. I would love to have those.
well,
And I thought she would give me one of the two, and she didn't, so that's okay.
no,
She uses
I use both.
That's fine.
Yeah,
no problem.
sorry.
I'll buy my own.
Another thing that I make sure that I always have with me is my Kindle. Mm-hmm. Like it's my Kindle, my phone, and my wallet,
And your little chargers, yeah.
and my chargers. But if
Yeah.
I had those 3, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
So,
And then tell us about this. I don't have one of those.
so it's called a wine skin, and so I every time we go someplace, right, I bring a bottle of wine or a bottle of our bourbon because you're not going to drink the whole bottle of bourbon, but we really love our drink, so I'll pack the bourbon.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And I don't you're supposed to seal it. I don't seal it. I just take this and then I wrap it in saran wrap and I pack it. I don't know. Does that make me cheap? I don't know, but
Well, I can one up you. I just have a piece of this bubble stuff that I wrap around it, so that's definitely cheap. I don't know what to say about that.
I mean, how awesome is that? I
Yeah.
think I brought like 2 bottles with us.
Well, and it's just nice because if you're going to have a little happy hour when you get there, you don't want to have to go looking for a liquor store or whatever. It might be more expensive. So this way, you've just got everything you need. And I don't know. I like to be comfortable when I travel. I like to have what I want to have, and so there's a little something to being organized when you travel.
So I will tell you, if you pack a bottle of wine or something this big that has liquid in it, you will, when you open your suitcase, have a little note in there saying that have gone through your bag.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Every time.
Okay.
So there's something you want to hide.
This
so.
would be another This would be another good Secret Santa
Yeah.
gift. I
So-
like that. I like that. So the idea is obviously what makes you comfortable. You know what you like to have with you. But I think our goal is to when you travel, if you're comfortable and you feel good and you've got energy, you're going to have a better time and you're going to enjoy and maximize the trip. And so whether it be for work or pleasure, you might as well enjoy it. So
Absolutely.
anyway,
Absolutely. Where's our next trip?
our next trip, well, we're going to Branson
We're going to Branson.
in about 4 or 5 weeks,
Yeah.
maybe 6 weeks. And then Sacramento's in April, wine country.
We're going to wine country.
And that's the next Juice Plus Live. We're going to do a little wine country and then the conference. So
Yeah.
anyone want to join us? Have fun. All right. Well, happy traveling.
Happy travels.
Hope you enjoy your next destination, whether it be for a weekend or for even longer. And airplane or car travel, it's just best to be prepared. So
Absolutely. And so I would love to, in the comments below, if anybody has any suggestions,
Yeah.
because I love,
yeah, ideas, we'll take
Yeah.
them. There's
Yeah.
any tips, please subscribe. Use the red button to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then we would love it if you would just leave us any comments. So
yeah. All right.
All
Happy
right.
travels.
see ya.